All right, so today we're going to look at the factoring sums of the and just kind of there's some difference to the squares. That's how we call one, right? There's still just two terms. So we either have a plus or a minus, right? It's a sum or a difference. Or a minus sign. You guys draw next one. And instead of perfect squares, this time we have perfect cubes. And I know you guys all probably know what a perfect cube is, but it's any number we can take a cube root of. So examples, I heard 8, 27, yeah, these are some of the ones you'll see. 64, a really common one. Another common one is 85,184, just kidding, you'll never have to deal with that one. But that's basically something like x cubed, x to the 6, maybe x power 3. Alright, so how do we factor one? We'll look at an example here, x cubed plus 125. We've got two terms, we've got a plus sign, x cubed is the cube term, 125 is the cube term. You want to know what that is? You can do the 125? 5, yeah. 5 and 5 is 25, and 5 is 125. So, our steps here, our first step, we need two sets of brackets, just like different squares. So we're going to have one that has two terms in it. We're going to have a bigger one that's going to have three terms in it. Now we're just going to look at the first set of brackets there. So we want to put the cube root of our first term, of our x cubed term here, in the front, and the cube root of our second term in the back. What's the cube root of our first term? X, yes. What's the cube root of our second term? 5. I'll stay open for now. Now for our second set of brackets, we take the square of the first term, which is kind of where here, so the first set of brackets, and put it in the front. What that means, we have our x here, we have our 5 here. We take the square of this x, square, and we put it in the front. What's the square of x? X squared. And now, we take the square of the second term from the first set of brackets and put it in the back. We take this 5 square, what do we get? 25, that's right in the back. And now there's a middle term in there. And to get that middle term, just multiply these two terms together. What's 5 times x? 5. So that for now, we don't have any signs yet. But So now when we're dealing with our, the last thing we need to do is put in our sign. We've got to use soap. Just like when you go to the bathroom, wash your hands, always got to remember to use soap. Soap stands for, you can move up. Same, opposite, but always possible. We have neon. Same, opposite, always positive. So right now we just have x, 5, x squared, 5x, and 25. Alright. And now the sign that we're going to deal with this is way back in the original equation. Remember that x cubed plus 25? We're going to be using that plus as a reference. So our first sign is always the same. It's going to be a plus. Second sign is the opposite. So it's going to be a minus. And our last sign is always positive. It's going to be a plus no matter what. So x plus 5 times x squared minus 5x plus 25 is our answer. Now we factor x cubed plus 1.5. Questions? No? And same thing goes for when we have a difference cubed. We have a minus sign here. The same steps. Exact same steps. So we have n cubed minus 27 n cubed. So where n is a perfect square, 27 n cubed, that's a perfect square. The minus sign, that doesn't matter. So first thing we do, let's use that bracket, right? What was in our first step? Yeah, root first. So we've got n, and then in the back, 3m, yeah. And then what was the second step? Squared. Back. You have 3m in the middle there. You multiply the two together. And back. 9 in the middle. Because our first term is 3m, you have to square the whole thing. And our signs? We have our same here. Positive, opposite, and always positive. Alright, so you good with that? Yeah, any color you want, be creative. Keep nice and loud, everyone's going to listen.
First,
Hey, you got it. We're around applause. Beautiful. Beautiful. What do we get for this one? X squared, that's what? Or what? Okay, so what do we get after we take out the factor of 4x? X cubed plus 64. All right. Then now we have different cubes, right? Some cubes. When I say different cubes, sometimes I mean some cubes. So once you factor that, what do we get? Plus 4, yeah? Squared minus 4x plus 6 that. That. Got that? Remember to bring this 4x down too? Come along to the answer as well. You're going to need that 4x. So our formulas for factoring sums and differences of cubes. You'll also find right on the front page of that handout. We have a cubed plus b cubed. So we'll only factor to a plus b times by a squared plus ab. No, it won't. B squared minus ab plus b squared. And if we have a difference, so if we have something like a cubed minus b cubed, we get a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. And those are just your basic formulas. If you're one of those people that just have to memorize formulas. And a couple of hints. You always want to remember to use scope. And common factors. Any questions on that? Today's assignment is brought to you by the Flip Conference. You guys involved.